You know, when the Queen has scones in England, we have our tea with Magwinya here in Africa. Hello! Hello guys, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I don't know what time you're watching this, so hello, how you doing? Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for joining us. To anyone who might not know, this is Nourish, the home for people who want to be holistic being, where we try our level best to integrate the mind, the body, and the human spirit and take care of ourselves and return back to God's blueprint. That's what we're about here at Nourish. But see, today I got for you guys something new, something I think a lot of people have been looking forward to. It's been trending during quarantine time, and I thought, well, to be honest, I made it before, but then I didn't film it, and then it's a whole story. But ultimately I have filmed it, and this is the intro which I'm recording a couple of days, weeks later. So I'm introducing to you a South African favorite. It's literally a Southern African favorite. I think even in the West even. It's Magwinya, also called Vetkoek, also called Fatcakes, also called Machuchu. And today we will be making it together, but it's a fried bread, deep fried bread, that is thought to be of Dutch origin. Now my Dutch people, come on now, you guys are known for fried bread, you are not? We are, so somebody needs to tell the truth, okay? It is a deep fried bread that we are known for. You eat it with your sweet stuff, with your savory stuff, you eat it by itself, you eat it with tea. You know, when the Queen has scones in England, we have our tea with Magwinya here in Africa. Hello! So that's exactly what we're making today. My recipe is without fail, hands down, works every single time, so feel free to use it and tag me in pictures. I get a lot of WhatsApp pictures, to be honest, of the dishes that other people have prepared, or maybe when they're going through the steps. I'd like to add those to the end of the video like I used to do in the beginning, so feel free to forward those to me through anything. Email, social media, WhatsApp, whatever it is. And yeah, I hope you enjoy them. They are light, they are fluffy, they are delicious, and I look forward to sharing them with you. Mwah. These are the ingredients you will need in no particular order. 7 cups of cake flour, not self-rising. This 7 cups is also 1 kilogram of flour. You can halve this recipe if you don't have 1 kilogram or if you don't have 7 cups, but yeah, it should still work perfectly fine. You also need 2 teaspoons of salt and 3 tablespoons of sugar. I use more or less depending on whether I'm making them savory or sweet, or if I'm making ledambi, dombolo, versus when I'm making Magwinya. I also use a single packet of instant yeast, that's about 10 grams, and this single packet is sufficient, it's enough for 7 cups of flour, also aka 1 kilogram of flour. You'll also need a lot of cooking oil. I prefer sunflower because it has a high smoking point and it has a low boiling point, so I can make the Magwinyas without getting the place smoky and smelly. You could also use canola if you wanted, and you're gonna need lukewarm water. Let's get cooking. For the first step of this process, you will need half a cup of warm water. To this I will be adding our 1 packet of Gold Star Finest Instant Yeast. You can use baker's yeast if you have, it makes no difference. This step just helps the yeast dissolve. Just a short stir, and then we will leave the yeast to dissolve and foam. So in our large mixing bowl, we will be adding all of our dry ingredients, starting with our 1 kilograms of cake flour, not self-rising. there. Lift it up. The hand would squeeze the smaller section from the large, and that would be the shape. I want them as round and pretty as possible. When you have completed your shaping, you should have these beautiful spherical balls that look sort of like this. And as you can see, the extra time that they have on the counter allows them to prove further, which will just give you lovely bubbles inside your Magwinya and make it nice and big and fluffy, which is exactly what we want. Let's get cooking. As our oil is heating up, I have lined the container that's going to hold the Magwinyas with some kitchen towel. This will just help drain the oil. So to check if our oil is sufficiently hot, I prepared just a small amount of dough. As soon as you place the dough in the oil, it will bubble extremely and then rise to the surface. That's the temperature you want. So to remove your Magwinya, you just drain it with your spatula or your spoon, whatever you're using. Just try drain it as sufficiently as possible and then place it on the kitchen towel. And that brings us to the end of our Magwinya making adventures. This is how I personally like to enjoy the meal. Some Magwinya, fried polony that's been fried, acha, and homemade chips. Super delicious. And another great option would be to enjoy your Magwinya with homemade mince. Thank you for joining us. Have a lovely evening. And please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.